Yeah.
Really bad stuff is what I meant to say.
And we already knew that.
Mm-hmm. It's Mark Thursday. Big Thursday today.
Today, big Thursday for you, buddy?
It's a big Thursday.
It actually is. There's a lot of interesting COD news that we've been hinting. Well, everybody's known, but it's interesting that it's finally came out. So
now we get to yap about it. We're live, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dropshot Call of Duty. Excuse me. It's a podcast that talks about COD sometimes. Episode number, don't know. We lost our documents.
Oh, so yeah.
We're gonna have to rebuild them.
Yeah.
I guess I did. Yeah.
Torching the pod. Yeah.
I guess I did. I don't know. I had fucking back when we actually needed it.
Didn't ask.
I had like Googled One, like $2 a month for like 100 gigs. And I was like, there's no way we need this anymore because we're not doing like TikToks and shit anymore. Because that's what it was for, like video files. So then I got rid of it. And then I got an email from my Gmail. It's like, hey, you're out of space without paying for this, so your email is going to stop working. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I need to make space then. So I clicked like clean up my shit. And I thought that meant it was going to delete fucking giant files, like videos.
Yeah.
Like the TikToks and other shit like that, like random shit in my drive, which it did do. And some of my text documents, which are mere kilobytes, surely. So... okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's fine though.
Yeah. I mean, the thing you have to remember is they're cleaning up your files, meaning they delete the files that you rarely use, and obviously we never use those documents. That's a joke. I mean, why would it even delete, like, I don't know. You fucking open the document twice a week and type in it, and that's the one it chooses to delete and clean up. It doesn't even make sense. It
doesn't make any goddamn sense.
But it's a technical device made by developers, and a person who develops anything is a fucking idiot. So, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's correct. Yeah. So
that's what I always say.
You do say that often, and yeah. So anyway, welcome to the show. All right. Yeah. So today, however, with that said, yeah, we're rebuilding it. It's fine. But I don't know what episode number this is. Obviously, it'll be correct. I can just find out right now, but it doesn't matter. We do have a lot of shit to talk about. God bless today. So a lot of news to get into. Before that, as far as announcements go, not too much. We didn't do a Saturday pod after all. We were going to, but Tanner had to work later or at a different time.
Yeah, I forgot my schedule had changed that day until I looked at the schedule and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I'll work later. So we canceled it. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people asking about that too. They're like, oh my God, where are you guys? What the hell's going on right now?
We did have people fucking clamoring. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of angry.
A lot of clamoring. Yeah. But whatever. This Saturday, we probably will.
I think so. Yeah. Planning on it. Nobody really knows, but planning on it.
Yeah, we're planning on it this weekend, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, also Smev, our newest gold patron. Welcome, buddy. Thank you very much. Huh? Patreon.com/thedropshot. There we don't skip episodes, by the way. 5 bonus eps a month, depending on what tier you are. We've been enjoying those tremendously lately. Because now we're not beholden to talking about this fuck-ass game, right? So it's actually been quite fun. And then we just put one out, as a matter of fact, for all of our patrons. Talked a little bit about Tark. Talked a fair amount about COD also, actually, coincidentally. Talked about Arc Raiders a little bit as well. Supposedly Arc Raiders wipes every 2 weeks, by the way, according to Jake. I don't believe him either. Yeah, I don't know.
No, didn't he say it wipes in 2 weeks? That's what he was saying. He didn't say every 2 weeks.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, okay.
He just said there's a wipe in 2 weeks.
I thought he said there's a wipe every 2 weeks, and I was going to be bothered.
Boy, that's insane if so. Maybe I misread. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. I think it's in Patreon feedback.
Oh, I thought
we get a lot, so you're going to have to scroll.
I thought it was the FGC.
No.
Okay.
which is short for fire group chat, by the way. And the emoji icon is the flame emoji to make you extra mad.
No, yeah, maybe he did mean it that way. He just said arc wipe is like 2 weeks. Hope that helps. So it could mean anything.
It's ambiguous, yeah. Jake, did you get hired by Activision's patch notes department? Because that's ambiguous, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what that means either.
Is Arc Raiders wipe? Well, it will not have mandatory progression wipes. Instead, they are voluntary reset systems called the Expedition Project. At level 20, players unlock the Expedition Project, allowing voluntary character resets. Completion of each Expedition Project is required to reset, and players can do this repeatedly by completing more projects. Okay. So whatever that means, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. Games are just so scared to wipe. They're so scared to wipe.
They hate it, yeah. You just have to force it on your players. I'm a big fan of forcing things on people, so.
Yeah, you are.
That's a...
And we knew that, yeah.
It's not a... Okay, well, let's relax. It's a joke. Anyways, all right. So yeah, other than that, I don't think any other announcements. Let's get into it. So yeah, there actually is quite a bit to talk about today. And I am going to pull all of it up. Pull this up. He shows you your sagging pants. And you're like in 7th grade when anyone used to do that.
Pant sagger. Did you used to sag your pants?
Easy. No, never.
No.
Yeah. My dad like would not let me. I didn't want to anyway, really, but he would just regularly talk about it when it was like the common thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I could go to school and pull my pants down, but it just, you know,
just
I
get
guess
out of the bus, the car, and just immediately yank them down.
Whip out that butt. Yeah, but it's just
Did you ever
I don't know.
Did you ever wear studded belts?
No, I didn't go that far either. No.
Interesting.
I just dressed like a fucking bum, dude. Just a bum.
Yeah, were you one of those idiots that wore like
I wore whatever. That's what I wore.
Like
just
did
whatever.
you wear like pajama pants to school?
On occasion I would wear some pajama pants to school. Not regularly though.
Oh, that really that genuinely bugs me.
I would open like my pants drawer and the thing that's closest to my hand I would wear. I just dressed awful, really bad. I just did not care, which I should have. I didn't care about how I dressed until I was probably
You still
like
don't.
20.
So whatever you're going to say, it's a lie. You still don't.
No, I
just always come back to the Big Bear fit. The Big Bear fit when we went hiking. You wore like fucking pants, like loafers, a tank top, and a Dropshot snapback hoodie. Not backwards though, which makes it look even worse. It was, to this day, I've never seen a worse fit on another guy in my life. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad fit. Yeah. Well, listen, if I'm in a cabin with a bunch of fucking men, I don't really care what I look like either. I'm just saying, like back then, I couldn't have tried to dress well. Like now, if I want to, I can. Not that I'm a fucking fashionista or anything, but yeah, I just didn't care. So, but anyway.
Yeah, that'll happen.
If I cared more, I would have sagged maybe actually when it was trendy, but I just didn't. So anyway, you guys care. All right. Breaking fucking news from Charlie and Till.
Really? We got some breaking news?
Activision, and I can speak and read, acknowledges they have more to do on listening to fans for COD. Quote, we've been building the next era of Call of Duty, and it will deliver precisely on what you want, along with some surprises that push the franchise, which is capitalized for no reason, and the genre forward. We look forward, don't use that word twice that quickly, to welcoming you in, listening to you, and moving forward again together. Just horrendously written, so we know this is an authentic, verifiable quote from an Activision employee.
Well, this could even just be Kashav.
Well, he put it in quotation marks, so it could be Kashav because he shouldn't have done that. So yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, anyway, this is isn't there an original article on this somewhere?
No. That's
cool.
That's
cool,
the thing.
man.
I don't know where he got this from. He just starts quoting things and doesn't say where it came from. At least that I could
Let's take a little peek here because I feel like
he wrote an article on his own website about it, but I don't know if it was an actual article posted somewhere or not.
I think I found it. Yeah, here.
See
in
the
fact,
Dexerto link.
I can give it to you. Just look.
So he
in,
probably just never linked it anywhere.
I put it in the notes right under Smev. You see it? You seeing that?
Yeah, let's see.
Pretty sure this is it.
Not at all. Not even close to it. Yeah,
Are you sure?
This isn't even close to it.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You haven't even looked at the tweets yet. The tweets are about the franchise. This is a Black Ops 7 update. This has absolutely nothing to do with it. Well, they say like a few things here, but it's
okay.
It's not the same.
Let's see. Yeah, no, this is a direct quote from this blog post I've just linked, and I hope that helps. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
but there are like
paragraph.
8 tweets, and a bunch of them are not in here.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe they are. Yeah, maybe it is.
I'm pretty sure they are,
that
buddy.
One's in there too.
I hate to say it. I think every single quote you're referring to is in fact in this blog post. Yeah.
Let's see.
So that clears it up.
Well, okay, then I can exit out of all these tweets.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is what it's from. This was posted 2 days ago by Call of Duty staff, and it's a message from the Call of Duty fucking team. First off, thank you for all the feedback we've received over the last few months. COD has enjoyed long-standing success because of all of you, a passionate community that demands excellence and deserves nothing less. Okay. We also know that for some of you, the franchise, so it was Activision capitalizing it for no reason, has not met your expectations fully. To be very clear, we know what you expect, and rest assured we will deliver and over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward.
I want to say one thing real quick before we go any further.
Say one thing real quick, man.
They did not tweet this anywhere. They simply quietly posted a blog post on the COD website, and Charlie Intel started talking about it. This was not tweeted from any of their accounts, which actually kind of makes this hilarious to me. It's like they're going to be kind of almost admitting fault in here, and they just don't tweet it anywhere at all. Yeah, nobody goes to the Call of Duty website and just randomly will check to see if blog posts were made.
Right.
So they're just hiding it. I checked Treyarch, COD updates, and the official Call of Duty. Nobody tweeted about this or mentioned a single thing about this article. So nice.
Yeah, classic. Really cool. Really cool. Yeah. So yeah, that is of course classic. Because then, yeah, potentially what they get to do is say, oh, we're listening, look. But then, like, not really. Anyway. So, yeah, this first paragraph, I'm already bugged. Obviously. Yeah.
Pretty pissed off.
Yeah. Okay, so we know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. Okay. So, like, everything up to there, fine. I take no umbrage with any of that. To be very clear, we know what you expect. Okay. I know that. And in fact, that's why I've been bugged the last 6 fucking years. Because I know that they know what we expect. And that has become painfully clear now that the moment they feel threatened by like Battlefield and Ark, they say, oh, we're removing SBMM and we're nerfing aim assist. So like, yeah, obviously they've known the whole time what we expect, but they just haven't given it to us. And then here's where it gets really insane. And rest assured, we will deliver and over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward. No, you won't. No, you won't. And how many fucking times have we heard this?
Yeah.
Like, how many times have they said something to the effect of this and then release a steaming pile of shit? Lots. Every time. Like, you know, I don't know. I just wish they would stop talking. They genuinely just shouldn't have written this paragraph, perhaps the whole blog post. Stop talking. Do what you would have said you were going to do, and then say, we're happy we did it and we're glad you guys like it. But I am very fucking sick of this company saying they're going to do the right thing later and then not doing it or backpedaling on it, like they did with removing SBMM. They say, oh, we're going to have no SBMM in any playlist on the launch. Then the game launches, there's SBMM in a playlist. And now it's in a more prominent playlist. This is why I don't like them talking about shit. Just shut up. Just shut up and do what you're going to do. And then if you do something well and everyone's happy, then you can talk about it. I don't know. Whatever. With respect to BO7, we set our sights to deliver a spiritual successor to BO2, and the studios have poured their passion into making a great game that all of us are very proud of. Well, but it's one thing for us to say it. More importantly, comma splice, more importantly, it's up to you to try and judge for yourselves. Okay, agreed on that. So as it relates to BO7 and the future of COD, here are a few important notes. Number one, you'll have the opportunity to play BO7 for free. Cool. Don't sneak this in. Don't sneak this in like this is some unique special occurrence that you do a fucking free trial for your game, which you've done every year. Don't do that. So next week we have a free trial weekend. Okay. You've done this every year. So this is not outstanding. Yeah. Number two, we are committed to unprecedented seasonal support. This I'll give them. I'm not going to read it. It's just like 2 sentences, but season one's the largest live season. He reads it. Live season ever, and we're just getting started. We won't rest until BO7 earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games we've ever made.
Dude, the way they're wording these things, it's just obviously the game is just down bad. Yeah. Like just saying these little things like till it earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games we've made, and they say like, oh, we want you to experience the game and decide for yourselves. Like they're really like, guys, please play my game. I promise we think it's good. Please, please, please.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, that's true, and we'll get into that, I think, more. But on this topic, though, they are correct. Yeah, the motivations for doing it are clear, which is, as you just said, numbers aren't looking great. But this is a huge season. And by the way, I will add, I'm seeing a lot of good things about Season 1 and the integration. I'm seeing a fuckload of good things about it. So I am very happy to see that. I'm very glad that that's the case. But, yeah, still not enough for me, as you guys know. NPR with the prime. Thanks, big dog. Cheers. 2-month streak.
I lied,
King
by the way.
Say again?
I lied. They did tweet about it. I'm just a complete moron today, I guess.
Okay. All right. So well, that's good. That's good then.
That's good.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good they tweeted about it. But anyway, point number 2 here, good seasonal support. We'll see for the rest of the season. But by the way, how many weapon meta updates have they done so far in Season 1? Because we need 4, right? We need a minimum of 4. So wonder how far along they are on that. Christmas break is coming right up, by the way.
Yeah, when did Season 1 come out? Last week?
Say again?
When did Season 1 release? Last week?
I don't know. Yeah, last week, I think. I think it was last. Yeah, it was. It was last Thursday. It was exactly a week ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we should have a weapon balance update next week. Fairly substantial one.
Well, if they're taking 2 weeks off, we need one this week and next week, and then 2 weeks off, and then the following week, and then the following week after. At a minimum, by the way. According to them, that would be the minimum they would want to do or need to do every season.
Yeah.
I believe that's happening, he said sarcastically. Anyway.
Did you? Yeah.
Whatever. Number 3, our strategy going forward is changing.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is the big one here. We will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Blops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. So this is kind of interesting because this is a point you brought up. I don't know if it was on Patreon or not, or a public app, but I think it was
both.
not. Didn't ask. It was not too long ago. It was a couple weeks ago. Where you were like, yeah, it kind of kills the excitement when it's like Modern Warfare, especially if you don't like the franchise, or obviously vice versa, Black Ops.
Yeah.
And I guess they've caught on to that.
That's what I was saying is, like for me personally, and I know for a lot of other people too out there, because the Modern Warfare franchise is just the more popular franchise. Most of that is probably because more the casuals and bad players and people who don't main COD prefer that setting. So 2 years of a Black Ops game is just horrible stuff. That is peak COD fatigue right there. Having 2 years of a Treyarch Black Ops title.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's not for me personally. And
Yeah.
Seemed kind of obvious, but
this is a good thing. It's also just bad PR. Like, even if they do it well, which honestly, they have been doing this kind of well. Like MW2 came out, steaming pile of dog shit, really bad for reasons we've talked about for dozens of hours. And then MW3, since they didn't have to go to a different IP and they could carry over like some things, it felt like anyway, was really good and really polished, but it wasn't that exciting because there wasn't that much that was new other than the perk system in multiplayer, which admittedly was cool. I liked it. It had the vests, which gave you different like slots, and then the shoes and like the fucking goggles, like those were the perk slots. Like it was pretty cool. That was pretty dope actually. And then you could argue the same thing with the Black Ops 6 and 7. I think Black Ops 6 is actually a very good game as far as multiplayer goes, as far as a multiplayer Treyarch game goes on launch. Besides the maps, that was its big flaw. But then BO7 seems to be just like even better. Both multiplayer and now the integration seems to be quite good. But the problem in either case is that, like Tanner said, like if you're not into Modern Warfare, you're just going to kind of be bummed out. If you're not into Black Ops, you're going to be bummed out. And even if you are into Modern Warfare or Black Ops respectively, it's not going to get your dick quite as hard. It's like, okay, cool, Black Ops 6, and now we're going to Black Ops 7. Like, it feels like, obviously it's a different game. There's new mechanics, new maps, new guns, like it's cool, but it's not as exciting as if you were going to another, like in
another
IDub
sub
or
franchise,
Sledgehammer.
essentially.
Yes,
yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, and this started with MW3, which was an excellent game, excellent year of Call of Duty. And it got a really bad reputation right away because everyone is just saying this is an expansion pack on MW2. Right. It's just an expansion pack. Why am I paying full price for this? And that kind of started the downfall of it. And I know even in our Discord over the years, there have been people who don't like Infinity Ward years. And so that year they just won't buy the game. They won't really play it. They won't enjoy it. So for those people, being stuck with 2 years of a game like that, in that setting that they don't enjoy, you get 2 years off essentially of a franchise that you've played for a long time. I mean, how many other games are going to come out that you might just totally lose interest in the franchise? So, and that's how it is for me with the Black Ops titles. And I started saying that at the beginning of 2025. I think that at this point, the Infinity Ward game next year will probably be terrible, but that still interests me more than BO7 being good. And I don't really know why. This setting isn't for me. So, and that's exactly what's happened to me, and what is going to happen is I don't have interest. And that may have just killed Call of Duty altogether for me. It probably has. Having 2 years of Black Ops game that I'm not interested in, I've moved on. I put in hours into other games now, and I've realized, maybe I just don't even like Call of Duty anymore. So I'm probably done with the franchise. I don't even know if I'll buy the IDub game next year. Probably won't. So, and if that happens to me, that obviously there are thousands of other people in the world who feel that exact same way. If you have that feeling. So, I just think they need to shake it up more. So for them, this is smart. Very smart, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. Like you mentioned too, another reason this is bad, even if the subsequent game is like well done, like BO7, you don't want to have to take that PR hit for no reason of people calling it an expansion pack online or like a $70 DLC online. Even if that's like not warranted, which it usually isn't, it still looks bad. It's bad PR. It's going to get you worse reviews, probably fewer sales, because people are going to, because that's like a common talking point. Whether or not it's actually a meritorious one, if a bunch of people are calling it a $70 DLC, that doesn't get like some casual super excited to get it if they're on the fence, you know? It's like, it's not worth the PR hit. And 2 years is a long time. So like you said, if you're not in the Black Ops, because like how old is the average Call of Duty fan? You know, 25, 22?
Yeah, these days I really don't know. Yeah, probably.
But like going from 22 years old to 24 years old, for example, like skipping not 1 year of CODs, but 2, because it's a franchise you don't like back to back. That's a long time in like a young person's life where they're going to fucking move on for sure. Even a year, to take off a year, that's like a pretty big deal. They might not come back. They might find other games they like. They might fucking graduate college and stop playing video games altogether. Like a million things can happen. 2 years, bro, they're gone. They're gone. Like you've lost them. Like you were talking about with you. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah. So anyway, it's a good idea for them to do this. And that's smart. So, and also it gives the studios more time ostensibly, instead of making, you know, whatever Treyarch work fucking back-to-back years. Give them 3 years again. You had a perfect scheme. I don't know why they just didn't stick to it. But anyway. Yeah. And then another point is we will drive innovation that is meaningful and not incremental. While we aren't sharing those plans today, we look forward to doing so when the time is right. Hard to say what I think about that. What constitutes meaningful to you? Like, yeah, because in the worst case scenario, if they want to drive innovation that is meaningful and not incremental, I can think of a really bad example of them doing that, and it's called Warzone 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, because the next game is an Infinity Ward game. So when they're right, when they're trying to get real innovative, that's not a good thing, probably.
Yeah, do not let them cook. Do not let them cook.
Yeah, don't let them use their brains. Just
yeah. Like there's a fine line here between like not doing enough and doing too much, and they are utterly incapable of discerning where that even remotely is. Because we either get wall jumping, which is cool, but not that crazy, or we get Warzone 2, where every core fucking mechanic is drastically altered. But like, hey, find somewhere in the middle, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see what this means. Obviously, it just depends on what they're going to do. And then they say, to be clear, the future is strong and we believe our best days are ahead of us. We've been building the next era. And then, yeah, the quote from Charlie Intel. So, I mean, look, on a serious note, it's good that they said this, and it's good that they're keeping, you know, their fans in the loop. And they do have some good points here. Like, yeah, you know, this is a really big season. I have no doubt these seasonal updates will be bigger than ever, up until like season 3 or 4 in any case. I don't think they're going to change the weapon meta 4 times a season, but I don't think they really should anyway. So they just shouldn't have said they're going to do it. But on the other hand, again, it just like shows they've known the whole time what their player base has been asking for, and they just haven't cared because it wasn't affecting their bottom line yet. So once it finally does, they do this big mea culpa, and it's like, it's really hard to take them seriously. Like, it's obviously insincere. So, for example, do you think we would have this blog post if Battlefield 6 didn't come out? Do you think we would have SBMM be largely removed if Battlefield 6 didn't come out? Non-disbanding lobbies, aim assist nerf. Fuck no, obviously. Like, of course not.
Yeah.
We would have gotten none of those things. So it's very hard for me to give them a lot of credit on this because they've been forced into it when they've known what their consumers have wanted the whole time. But still, good that they've said it. So anyway.
And we got... So this is when we for sure would have had a blog post from them patting themselves on the back saying this many game hours were played launch weekend, this many copies were sold, this many concurrent players hit this weekend. We got none of that. We got a blog post saying how they're changing the entire franchise going forward. So
right.
If what we've been saying has not been clear, this has been a very poorly received game and overall launch in terms of sales. I'm not basing on how good the game is. The game could be great. Because they've never done this before, really.
Right.
And it's the first year since we've started the pod where they've not gone over data and sales at all over a month into the game. It's never happened before. So
right. Exactly. Yeah. So
the game flopped.
That seems to be how it's looking. So anyway. All right. Let's see.
I think the next one, was this tweet from Charlie Until. They said, the rumors for future Call of Duty games as of now, 2026 is a new Modern Warfare from Infinity Ward, and 2027, new COD sub-franchise from Sledgehammer Games. Not clear yet what is happening beyond 2027. So yeah, the next 2 years are set. So basically what they're talking about here won't kick in until like 2028, because we heard this months ago. I mean, maybe last year that it was going to be an iDub game, and then after 2026 iDub game, we were getting something from Sledgehammer. Maybe at the time, though, we had heard it was going to be an expansion on the iDub game, but that's not necessarily true anymore. It sounds like Sledgehammer is going to just have their own multiplayer game, potentially, which that could be real interesting. Real interesting. And good.
Yeah, that could be good. We talked about this rumor before, actually. I don't know if you remember, quite a while ago with Tommy Henderson. He wrote an article a couple months ago about 27 being a new franchise. So he actually said he actually might have had a name for it even. And it was going to feature like melee combat. Do you remember this? Are you remembering this?
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably what this is. So this is more kind of, rumors in the same vein. Basically, a new sub-franchise is really what this game... I think that's an excellent idea. A new sub-franchise. Not Modern Warfare, not Black Ops, and Vanguard... Sledgehammer needs to make their own new, fresh sub-franchise. What that looks like exactly, I don't know. I think something that maybe could be cool is, though they won't do it, is Infinity Ward is like present day franchise. It's like Modern Warfare is obviously Modern Warfare. Duh. Okay. And then Treyarch can be like the futuristic one. So like Black Ops will be like slightly or very futuristic. And then have Sledgehammer be past, but not World War fucking II or Nam or Korea. So I don't know, 80s or some shit. Like some fairly modern weapons, but no gunpowder and fucking musket balls. But like, I don't know. There's a bunch of shit going on in the 80s, and you can make shit up also. Like you've done it a lot. In fact, in your campaign this year, you're shooting a giant fucking zombie man in the aether. So you can just make shit up. So do like a 1980s, 1990s kind of deal, you know, like Cold War was Treyarch, but that's recent enough, you know. The weapons fire bullets fully automatically. I think that could be a good scheme, or some other thing. I don't know, but like a new that's just I don't know. It's just a random thought, but a new sub franchise is really, really, really what this game needs, because everyone knows Modern Warfare, and a lot of people love that, but some people don't. And if you've been kind of scorned by MW 2 and 3, you might have used to love Modern Warfare franchise, but you're kind of over it now. And the same with Black Ops. You know, a lot of people love Black Ops, but you might have been scorned by BO6 or Cold War or whatever. So like a brand new thing would be really, really fucking welcome, and it would get a lot of people very excited. That would get me to look like intently, depending on how crazy they get, you know? So, but anyway, that's good. And then we all knew Infinity Ward was making the game next year. By the way, we also did get confirmation we are getting a COD next year, because some people are talking about them like maybe not doing yearly releases. Not yet. Maybe not ever. So just, as an aside. Okay. Charlie Intel tweeted this. For what it's worth, we've heard from sources that BO7 player counts have been lower than BO6 and MW3 during their respective first few weeks after launch. But Call of Duty has many players overall. Wait, what? But Call of Duty has many players overall that doing worse than previous years, is still higher than competitors, obviously. Yeah. So that didn't need to be said, Charlie Intel. I already know that. It's the best-selling game of the year in fucking a week. Yeah, I know. But that's still a bad sign. You know, that's still a bad sign. Particularly it being lower than MW3 during the first couple weeks, that is really surprising. Like BO6 was a return to Treyarch after 2 years of Modern Warfare. So like you'd expect there to be a pretty big uptick in player counts compared to BO7, which is the second year of Black Ops, sure. But MW3 was the second year of Modern Warfare, coming after Modern Warfare 2, by the way. Yeah. So
and it got trashed as an expansion pack because it launched with
only remastered maps. Yeah. So for that game to have had more players post-launch in this time frame than BO7 has had now is wow. That's pretty fucking surprising. That's pretty goddamn surprising. Now, this is not confirmed, but Charlie Intel would know. And I mean, look at the silence all around you from Activision on the player counts and the sales and all that. It's deafening. So yeah, I believe every fucking word of this. And this just does kind of make you worry about this coinciding with them removing SBMM or whatever.
That's what I was going to bring up.
And the aim assist nerf and the disbanding lobbies. So they're going to do the thing again where they think those things are what has caused low player counts, not an insane amount of fatigue, scorn, and resentment and contempt, which is the reality. And no new Warzone map, by the way. Yeah.
We will see a quote sometime next year leading up to the release of Infinity War's main title, and it will say something along the lines of, looking at data and feedback from last year's launch, we have determined to put aim assist back to where it was prior to BO7. We will be launching with standard lobbies, no more minimal skill considered lobbies, etc. We will see that beforehand because they will link those together rather than having 2 years of a Black Ops franchise that many people just do not enjoy. And then also, as we talked about a lot, bad timing, unlucky timing with the launch of BO7 with other games being popular. Battlefield, Arc Raiders, the top two. So yeah, but that will happen. I don't think it's if. I think 100% that's what will happen, and Infinity Ward will revert those things.
Yeah. And then that is absolutely going to happen. And then the interesting question is like, would they have done it anyway?
Yeah, probably.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, that's another thing too, is like, I don't know. There's no world in which they would have removed SBMM if like I said, Battlefield didn't exist. So I guess the question doesn't really make sense, because then there wouldn't have been a need to re-add it back in if it never got removed. But like, yeah, I don't know. Let's say during the Christmas sale, or like season 1 comes out. Let's say that season 1 comes out, player counts like skyrocket, sales skyrocket, all the analytics look within what they would have wanted or expected. In that case, they still probably, almost certainly, would let Infinity Ward come in and just shit all over it anyway, to be honest. But this is going to be, this is basically seals the deal on that. Yeah. Like, now it's not even a question. They're going to say, yeah, according to our, like you said, according to our metrics, blah, 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 you know, everyone loves SBMM and aim assist being even stronger than it's ever been before. So that's going to be a fun blog post.
Yeah.
And you're going to get banned if you try to play on a keyboard and mouse. So like, yeah, it's,
yep.
It's just, yeah, it's just funny. But anyway, yeah, so not surprising. But if you're a COD fan and you like playing without SBMM, and by the way, I think I said this on Patreon, but just as an aside, it looks like the loose SBMM in Warzone is real. That's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm seeing when I watch streamers play. A bunch of shit cans. So you're getting like a connection-based experience in Warzone, which is very good. That makes it a lot more palatable, obviously. So that's good. But anyway, moving on from that. Ghost of Hope, a leaker, tweeted, I've heard from a few sources within the last 1 to 2 weeks that a lot of the budget for BO7 post-launch seasons, at least the later ones, got pulled pretty hard given the performance of launch sales. Not sure what specifically has been impacted yet. To the surprise of no one.
Yeah. So they've been yapping about all this post-launch support, and that might not be the case for the whole year. Charlie Intel did reply to this tweet, and he said, from what I've heard, they've had their post-launch plan set for a while. They told me they have end-game content confirmed through Season 3, and other modes will have expected content cadence for all seasons. And then Ghost of Hope kind of replied with, it's probably going to end up slowing down substantially in like Season 5 and 6, which I guess maybe is normal anyways, but hard to say because I know the majority of players playing on launch are done with the game by Season 5 and 6 anyways. So, but yeah, it will be interesting to see because they've talked about the biggest post-launch support to date, blah, blah. I wonder if they will last all year with that. There is a shit ton of content in this game, which, we've never denied. It's just a ton of content isn't necessarily going to do anything for players that have franchise fatigue from playing Black Ops for the second year in a row now.
Exactly.
It means nothing. But I mean, dude, they finally did the mastery camo thing. Did you hear that? How if you do all of the mastery camos, you get a hidden final mastery camo. So if you do the end game, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, there is a camo you unlock after that, which is really cool. And people have asked about that for years, and they finally did it.
Yeah, that is cool.
They're also doing camos, I think, for like, and these are like cool looking animated, possibly reactive. I think there's animated camos, even for like doing the zombies Easter egg and whatnot. So they're just, I mean, it's just flooded with content because the devs don't have to do any of it. It's all AI generated, obviously, so it's easy to do. Right. But yeah, that is there. That's all there. Level 1000 also gets a reactive camo. Okay, I was hearing things about level 1000. So yeah, there's a ton there. It's just, Wonder if they'll last all year doing that. And I mean, it probably doesn't even matter at this point. They've already put out so much; it's going to be plenty. But
yeah, that is cool. And like, I like that there are so many camos. On the other hand, though, I don't want to give them too much credit for that specifically, because like you said, this isn't even a joke. It is all AI generated. Like,
it's
actually
all AI generated slop. Yeah.
And like, how many camos can I use on my gun? One. So like, do I really want that many camos? Like, I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. It's cool, and I'm glad they're doing it. But when people say like, and I'm not saying you're saying this, but when people say like, oh yeah, look at all, there's 8,000 camos. This has the most content of any game ever. It's like, well, it's not what I mean by content. I mean, that's good, that's cool, but I mean like maps, new maps, map updates, game modes, perks, contracts, things like that. But I'm not poo-pooing them, because there is a lot of things in season 1 that I would call content, like real content, like Haven's Hollow, like those new perks that are being really well received actually in Warzone. And the weapons are just kind of standard fare and other shit and new multiplayer maps. So it has been a lot of content, and I think that's very cool. But yeah, like you said, if I have COD fatigue or franchise fatigue, I don't care how many fucking camos you add. Like, I'm not gonna want to play it, So yeah. It is what it is. But anyway, I'm not surprised on this though that they're getting some of their funding pulled, because it wouldn't be worth it, obviously. Like, I don't even blame them for this. Like, yeah. So
yeah,
expect a really fucking slow season 4, 5, and 6 this year. Yeah, it's gonna be. And it's always a really slow season 4, 5, and 6, by the way. But in this case, it's going to be extra giga slow, because they're going to be very hardly pushing Infinity Ward's game like they always do. And this is going to have the lowest player count that it's ever had. So like, stacking those two things on top of each other, expect nothing in season 5 and 6. Yeah. Like, actually nothing. It's going to be just a complete lack of anything. So hold on one second. Yeah. Dearth. That's the word I was thinking of. Anyway, moving on. Battlefield 6. Some news on this. Has released their latest update on season 1. What, man?
Yeah. It's just funny.
Oh, yeah. Battlefield 6 has released their latest season 1 update today that has broken the game's menu UI. Classic. Causing many players to be unable to select any tiles on the screen. That's a really bad bug where you just can't play it.
That was the evening of the 9th. So
yeah, that's really bad news. And there's a video demonstrating how it's not possible. And this is something I didn't think was going to happen all year, meaning the Battlefield UI possibly getting worse. I didn't know that was possible. Turns out it can be if you can't click on buttons, right?
Yeah.
If you can't click on buttons, that's pretty bad. Yeah. In an already horrific dog shit fucking
in a game
trash
that
UI.
requires you clicking on buttons, it's not very good.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so, and then this last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just funny. But this last thing is on Battlefield RedSec. Okay, you're going to have to fill me in, because I saw Enders tweeting about this, about the Battlefield RedSec Elite Series, and what the motherfuck is that?
We talked about this. This is like the tournament series they're doing where they're giving out a shitload in prize money, like a lot, like $1 million plus in prize money, more than that. I think one of the final tournaments is a total of $1 million in prize or something. I don't know, but it's a lot. But anyways, that update, in typical modern game dev fashion, they push an update live like a day or two before this massive tournament that they're putting on begins. And what happened? It breaks the game.
Yeah.
So the tournament's now been delayed after a thorough review due to an unforeseen technical issue. And how often has COD done this too? They just did it. When did they do it? World Series of Warzone? They put out a major update to the game like a day before the tournament that they put on. Yeah. It's not like these are third-party tournaments. You are putting on these tournaments, and you're releasing an update the day before, knowing you hired developers who work on video games, also known as a game developer. And you're trusting them to do things well, and you're trusting them to put out an update that works. And that's where they're going wrong. They're putting faith into developers. So after a thorough review due to an unforeseen technical issue that impacted the integrity of the competition, we've made the difficult but necessary decision to postpone the Battlefield RedSec Elite Series in all regions. We want to be upfront. This is on us. We already knew that. We're truly sorry for the disruption this causes. Your time, passion, and commitment have meant everything to this series, and we don't take that lightly. We remain fully committed to the Battlefield RedSec Elite Series and to creating a competitive scene that's built to last. We'll share more updates in the new year. Oh, so this is just full on like delayed.
They're out of the office. They wrote this tweet, pressed send, and then turned off the computer and locked the office. And then started drinking fucking spiked eggnog in the car ride home. Yeah, that's what they did.
Have you had spiked eggnog?
I have. It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I've had eggnog like once when I was like 15 years old. I don't know if I'd like it now. I should try it this year.
You should try it. Starbucks has a very good eggnog latte. Because there's probably 5 billion grams of sugar in it, but it's very good. It's worth trying.
Is it just almost like thick milk with like spice or something in it? Like
I didn't ask too many questions, but yeah, basically, it's like it tastes like milk, but with like cinnamon and nutmeg and shit. Basically,
rich, creamy spice holiday drink, eggs, milk, cream, sugar, flavor with nutmeg and vanilla, and often spiked with drinks like rum, bourbon, or brandy.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
It's pretty good, dude.
But yeah, I can just imagine. I mean, a 4-ounce pour of eggnog with a couple ounces of whiskey in there. I mean, you got to be pushing 1,000 calories on that drink alone. So
you're getting, you're gonna be a fat little pig. But okay, count this. He shows you his paper.
Anyways,
it's not very much.
Game devs just awful.
Yeah, game devs are terrible. So what is So has the RedSec Elite Series started yet? Like, what is it? Is it a series of online tournaments, qualifiers, opens, invitationals?
Nobody knows. And by nobody, I mean I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. And then what was the technical issue also, I wonder?
It was the fact that the UI didn't work. It was related to that bug. Yeah.
Okay.
Match day 1, it was supposed to start yesterday, December 10th.
Okay.
So
got it. Was it going to be LAN or online?
No. Whoa.
Because I saw Ender's tweet online, something like, "Oh, it sucks for people that took PTO for this."
Well, they just take time off to play the tournament.
Yeah.
I actually saw a tweet too from FaZe Dirty, who was supposed to be playing in this. He was like, he posted a picture of a text from his wife, and she sent him a picture of her holding a cocktail. And he was like, dude, I really left our Costa Rica vacation early to play in this RedSec tournament, and it got canceled. And then he put the skull emoji at the end. So shit
that's
like
terrible news. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Unfortunate stuff. But yeah, that's, game devs.
That's a game developer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, game devs. This sucks. And by the way, this is what we used to call in our Warzone days when we would drop in and not find any loot, which was often a bad omen. That's what this is. This is a bad omen. This is an ill portent of things to come. And we already knew that, but the RedSec Elite Series was DOA because the game isn't fun. That's the real issue, right? So it wasn't going to get viewership no matter how big the prize pool. Because, I don't care how much I like fucking Breadman or whatever. If I can go play Avalon or whatever slop I'm enjoying it, shoveling into my fucking eyeballs at the time, or watch him. I'm going to do that. So it was already DOA. This is really the nail in the coffin. They're going to go through with the tournament, obviously, and they're going to lose money on the prize pool alone. They're going to lose money. I don't believe they're getting more than $1 million in like ad revenue. Well, maybe they are, but I don't believe they're recouping the investment enough. Like, they might make like $40 after they pay for the fucking advertising, the venue, their employees' art team to make fucking stupid little images like this, or excuse me, to type into AI a prompt to make this image. They're not going to make nearly enough money on this for it to be worth it. So this will be the first and only year where there is any RedSec officially supported competitive scene for $1 million. I mean, they might continue it for, $500 next year, but it's not going to be a success.
Yeah.
And this is only this seals the deal, obviously. And yeah, no one hates game developers enough. Like, we're not finding out till next year.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you devote all of this time talking about planning, tweeting, writing, making videos, collaborating with your fucking fellow employees, your peers, organizing this enormous project, but you don't think you should playtest your game. Huh? Hey, how the fuck does that happen, dude? If I'm investing over $1 million in a computer program running well and correctly, at least well enough to continue the fucking enterprise, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna damn well test it a lot. Extra, in fact. But instead, they went the not at all route, I guess. Not at all.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I don't know what the issue was, but it was so bad of an unforeseen technical issue. They had to fucking take this massive PR hit and piss off a lot of the competitors, by the way. So that's not great either. These are your like hashtag Battlefield partners that you're just incensing. It's just so insane that they don't just test the fucking game, bro. Holy shit.
Well, that's the funny thing, that most of the competitors aren't actually mad. They're all like, because half of them playing are COD players, so they're used to just disastrous everything. So they were saying things like, honestly, like W for the communication, for admitting that you did something wrong, for delaying it instead of just playing through it with problems, blah, blah. So, but, they're all big streamers, and they're just looking for, sponsorships, more opportunities. So they have to react like that. But yeah. Pretty crazy stuff.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. However, this is how you write an apology.
Yeah.
We want to be upfront. This is on us. Call of Duty would have said all of this without saying that. Easily.
Yeah.
They might have even written, because our unpaid playtesters who are hashtag COD partners didn't tell us about this. This is on you guys, actually. That maybe would have what Call of Duty would have said. But anyway, yeah. So this is funny, but no one cares about RedSec. I don't see anyone talk about it ever already. And that's only going to get even worse. It will be talked about a little bit if this fucking tournament still even happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway. And then on the topic of Battlefield, they did buff the movement a little bit again.
Yeah.
Player momentum fucking update. Fixed an issue where players felt they were losing too much momentum during successive jumps, as well as through sliding. Movement should now hold speed as intended prior to unupdate and feel closer to the behavior you expect. And they spelled behavior Britishly, even though
that's Britishly.
The lead dev in their little showcase sounded like he was born on the coast of Huntington Beach, California. Why?
Yeah.
don't spell behavior wrong. Ew. So anyway, that bothers me a lot. But besides that, British warning. This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Although probably not good for most Battlefield players, but if you're a real gamer, you would like this. Players. Yeah, really bad for most Battlefield players.
But
probably,
it's always
because they're unskilled and fucking stupid. Is what we mean when we say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So, anyway. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Anything else, young men? I'm older than you, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're young as fuck, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You're my son. So.
And I didn't ask, so.
I already knew that. Anyway. Fucking stupid. All right. Yeah, we will be back, pigs, on Saturday. So. Hopefully you enjoy that. What's on the docket? What's on the agenda?
Nobody knows.
Only God knows. Only God knows what we will be talking about, but it's going to be fucking electric. Yeah. I can tell you that.
Possible.
And that is on Mamas. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks. Thank you again, Smev. And once again, patreon.com/thedropshot. We did just put out a new bonus ep for all of our patrons. You also get ad-free and early access episodes. Yeah. That is all. We will see you guys next time. Thank you again, NPR, for the Prime, and goodbye.
Goodbye.